God, do you think I could remember how to actually set up my live stream? Like, it was November of 2021 was the last time I fired up a live stream. So it was a little bit to kind of get Streamlabs back working again the way it's supposed to. But we are live tonight just because I'm so busy with work on a regular basis right now that to be able to find the time to make a video and then edit that video and upload that video, it's just, I have been just absolutely swamped. So I figured I've got some time to play, you know, right now. Let's throw up a live stream and just chat and play away. And not to mention, like this phase that I'm in Satisfactory, it's tier 5 and I actually just finished tier 5 and I recorded a bunch of footage from it, but it was pretty dry stuff. And I'm like, a lot of this is a little bit grindy right now. Let's just kind of chat and go through on a live stream rather than, you know, diving, trying to come up with decent video content for it. So that's what we're doing. We're here live tonight. Welcome to the stream. I see Imus here. Welcome. And let's just dive into some actual gameplay. Here I am on my playthrough. And yeah, like we've made some serious progress. So tier 5, what did I finish in when I got the tier 5 stuff done? Is way over off into the distance here. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done a stream. It's almost, well, it's over a year and a half since I last streamed. It's crazy. But I've uploaded a lot of videos since then. So we did get our motor manufacturing done. I also have a bunch of it sitting here in storage as well. Actually, we got a full storage container of motors ready to move on to the next phase. What else? You probably, well, you would have, if you've seen my last video, I did finish the oil manufacturing. So that is all up and running. And we'll actually take a quick little rip over there and see how it's actually functioning. I've had a few little fluid blips or power blips happening there at some point. Because I've noticed now that I'm starting to get a slight little waver in my power production out of there. But I think it's just some stuff getting held up with the petroleum coke generation. Eventually, that's all going to get moved into... I'll actually create fuel generators and stuff out there. So that's hopefully the plan. I'm hoping the stream is steady and working well. I've played around with some of the settings and whatnot. Basically, it's nearly a fresh install of Streamlabs, so there was a lot of tweaking and whatnot to get things working. But But I'm noticing that my live stream itself is like, I am way further ahead here than what the actual live stream is doing. So there's actually like a huge delay on my live stream versus what's actually happening in real life. Anyhow, here I am out at the oil processing out here. So I've got 4 lines of oil that are chugging along here. It might actually just be the playthrough on my actual studio that I'm thinking might be a little bit delayed. So what I should do is, I don't know, do I even need to have that up and running? I don't know if I even need to have that up and running during this whole thing. I think I might just minimize that window, and I can actually follow along with my cell phone and see kind of what's happening with it right now, and kind of follow along with that playthrough. I think that's going to be a better option to give me a real idea of how far behind I really am, because I think I'm a lot further behind than I think, but it's hard to say. Well, no, I guess it's not too bad now. I'm looking at this. So it was just the playthrough in the actual, like, the browser section in YouTube was like almost 2 minutes behind what I was actually doing. So now that I see this on the live stream, it's not that bad. Like, I'm maybe 15 seconds, 10 seconds ahead of what's really going on. Anyhow, here's our petroleum coke. We are generating, what are we up to now? 7.8 gigawatts of power is what we're generating on the whole thing now. But as you can see here, there's like these occasional little dips down. Not enough to really be concerned with the overall power generation, considering this will all get upgraded again anyway as we continue along with this. So what's new? How are things out your way? Are you enjoying your time out? I guess you're on the East Coast now. Man, it's gonna be late for you. Well, I know, I guess 10 o'clock, 10:30 for you. That's not, or no, what time is it now? Oh, it's 9, so it'll be like 11:30 for you, I'm thinking. Almost getting close to having to hit the hay for tonight. It's only, 9:30-ish here. Ah, man. This is the only downside with having your build so spread out here, is it takes a while to travel back and forth. It's a ton of travel. Work for me has just been absolutely insane. We're relocating one of our retails. I've had one phone provider are discontinuing a service that we've been using at one of our sites, so I have to put in a new phone system. All of our cell phone contracts came up, so I had to upgrade that. It's been a slice. All right, let's have a look here and see what we got to be working on. So tier 6 is what is the tier I'm now actively working on. We've got Logistics Mark IV, and that's going to get us our Mark IV conveyors, which, I mean, they're okay. Like, they're 480 items per minute, but the materials to make them, it is the encased industrial beams, and you can't hold as many of them in a stack. So it ends up being not as productive, takes up a lot of inventory room if you want to work with those conveyors. Of course, we get Caterium scanning, which we already get Caterium scanning anyway because of our MAM research, so kind of useless. But we do get the fuel generator, so I guess it's going to be an upgrade on the fuel plant, on our coal generation over there. So we get jetpacks, which I know I'm using the new cheat mode in here to be able to give. It's built into the game now where I can fly. So, have you told about sometimes their voice or something? Oh, you're gonna have to tell me about things in voice. Things out there are a little different. Working from home now, luckily, and I'm not bad off. Ton of changes in the last year. A ton of changes. Well, I will remember that and hop in voice chat at some point and get caught up with you. It's been a while. I've literally just not been around. I haven't had a chance to play at all. It's been crazy exhausting. Jetpack, so this is kind of a little bit for us right now because it's... I am using the cheat mode where I can fly around right now because it's easier for building and viewing as you're streaming or as you're creating video and you're creating content and stuff like that. Because if you were to be walking around, especially in some of this stuff that's down here, you know, walking around in these and constantly hopping up over things, it doesn't make a great video viewing experience trying to build this stuff. So it's a little bit easier to kind of fly around the outside and build what you need to do. So I did enable the cheat mode for that. It's in the advanced game settings. This is part of update 8. You go into advanced game settings, gameplay, and it is flight mode. But I have not turned on no build cost. I've also not turned on no power, no unlock costs, no alternate, instant unlock of alternate recipes and stuff. I'm working towards getting the hard drives, getting all that stuff done. So I haven't turned on God mode or anything like that. So it's just fly so that you guys can see what I'm building and how I'm building it. So, so that's why we're like jetpacks at this point for me aren't overly thrilling. Monorail, that's the other one we're going to be working towards here. And then pipeline or pipe engineering Mark II. This is going to get us our Mark II pipelines and also our Mark II pumps. So we'll be able to pump 600 cubic meters of fluid at once. But the only thing, looking at what we've got to do here, the only thing we really got to get building is we need to be able to make computers. We're not doing that yet. We also need to do packaged fuel, but we need to do logistics Mark IV before that can happen. Again, this one here is just computers. And yeah, like we're making everything else here. Like we're making the heavy modular frames. We're making the copper sheeting. You know what? I can get pipeline engineering done. I have everything we need to be able to do that. So let's go gather up some of those supplies and at least turn in one milestone to get things flowing here. So I'm going to need a bunch of plastic, rubber. I think I already had all the heavy modular frames. Of course, now I've completely forgot what the fourth item was. I forgot what the fourth item was. All right, so let's grab a little bit of plastic. I'm going to throw a couple of stacks of that in the old inventory. And a couple of stacks of rubber. Sort that stuff. I've got some trash that I need to get rid of too. Because we were extending the concrete pad over there, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was over. You know what? I can't even remember where now. Where did I do... That's a thing when you take a break for so long and then come back, you kind of forget where you've been building stuff. It's kind of embarrassing. But we got to clean out our inventory a little bit. I got to get rid of the flowers, the leaves we don't need, that little bit of mycelium we don't need, the wood. I'm going to keep the solid biofuel because we still need that for the chainsaw. I think that's about all we're tweaking out of there. What's the other item I needed for turning in this milestone? Copper sheeting. That's over here. Copper sheeting. That'll be our copper sheeting. You know what? I'm going to grab just a little bit more of that too, because I'm sure we will end up using it. Alright, so we can at least get one of these milestones done. Pipeline Engineering Mark II. I didn't grab enough of the copper sheeting. So, at least it's nice and close. It's not like I had to go like all the way out to where the plastic's being made. Yeah, we need to grab a lot more of this. There. We're stocked up now. We are stocked. Alright, Tier 6 Milestone, Pipeline Engineering. We're selecting this. We're loading in our plastic. We're loading in our rubber. Heavy modular frames and some copper sheeting. A lot of copper sheeting. Launch away. That's so satisfying, clicking that button, letting it launch.
Milestone reached. Improved pipelines.
You got to build some kind of remembering factory? Yeah, no kidding.
Increased throughput of any fluid, as well as providing increased pressure handling for better vertical transport, respectively.
All right. Computers. That's what we need to build. But before we get that going, we need to... What do we need to get the computers going? Let's have a look. Parts. Computer. We need to be making circuit boards, and I am not making enough screws, I bet. Suddenly, I'm thinking I might be short in the screw department. Because we ended up pulling a bunch of screws over here for making... Just following this screw line, because we pulled a bunch of these. This is for the heavy modular frames. We're using 200 over here. And I think that was like our last 200, if I'm not mistaken. We had a total of, what, 960 screws or something coming out of here. I see some of it is paused, but that's because those lines aren't working because we've made all the rotors that we can make. But once those things start, once we start consuming that stuff up again, then, I mean, that production line's going to go. So I need to bring another iron line over here. So how far away am I going to have to go to find some iron, I wonder? Because I think I've used up all of the iron nodes that are around here. Let's do a search. That one is used. Those two are used. There is one that is 800 meters out that way. So we could actually head off that direction and bring some more iron over this way to get some more screws going. I think that might be our best bet right now, because I know we're going to need the screws eventually. We're going to need the iron anyway, one way or another. It'll be nice when we can get our Mark III miners and also the Tier 5 belts so that we can really start overclocking things and getting things moving along. Okay, where is that iron? We've got to be pretty close to it here. Right here. We actually got 3 nodes of it just chilling right here for us. And I know I'm going to have some monsters to deal with here. One? There was only one hog out here? That's crazy. Alright, well, I can live with that. One hog is alright. Yeah, stream quality all in all actually looks fairly decent. I'm kind of impressed. No hiccups, no stuttering. I don't have the stats window up on mine, so I don't know what Streamlabs says I'm doing. It might actually not even, like, tell me anymore, because a lot of the stuff they've done in Streamlabs OBS is they've shifted a lot of stuff into behind their, what used to be freezed, now behind a paywall. So, Locked Up, welcome to the stream.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Is this, I think I'm dreaming, a Terris live stream? No, it's actually not. This is a pre-recorded video that I am completely, able to interact with you because I had this intuition so that I could interact with everybody's questions and responses. Okay, so we got 3 normal nodes of iron over here that we can deal with. So let us start with some concrete over here. I don't have any Oh man, I did not plan coming out here. I think I should actually go and get some materials so that we could actually build out here. Have you tried normal OBS? It stays the same and works well. I used normal OBS for my video recording, and I just, because Streamlabs, I still had the templates and everything, and like I backed up my scenes in Streamlabs OBS from when I was streaming. So when I reinstalled Streamlabs, I was able to import those and then just kind of work towards getting them fixed. The only thing I don't know if it's working is any of my commands. I don't know if those are working. That's not the right one. Let us see how things are going. I don't know. I'm going to say that the chatbot commands might not actually be working. I think chatbot might be completely broken, but I don't know. How's Tall's cancer doing? He actually just had an appointment here about a week ago. It's his 4 years cancer-free. He has one more phone appointment in February, and then one more in-person appointment in next August. And next August, they will, at that point, consider him discharged and actually call him cancer-free. So he's doing really well. He's engaged to a really, really nice girl. So that's things. So what was I doing? Concrete. I need some concrete, which is right here is where I have it stored. We're going to grab a bunch of this. Now, do I have everything to build? Let's look at production Mark II miners. Well, I can make the actual hand miners out there, so I'm not really worried about that, the portable miners. Do I have enough? Oh, I should grab some steel. I need to be grabbing some steel so I can make some conveyor belts. Well, he's been doing regular checkups right now for like the last 6 months, so he's good that way. I bet you I'm going to need... I'm not going to need any modular frames, so I could dump those into the awesome sink. I believe. That's a shame that chatbot doesn't work. He's broken. I wonder if I just need to relog back into Streamlabs on the web. Streamlabs. Because the chatbot was all through them. I bet you it's like not moderated anymore. I bet you that's what it is. Way to kill chatbot. You had one job while you were completely absent. Yeah, right. You'd think so. I think it's actually CloudBot now, isn't it? Timers are they all still actively work there, but I bet you if you forget to mod Streamlabs YouTube Studio. Okay, I gotta see if I'm gonna go into my YouTube Studio and see if it's not moderated now. And I bet you that might be what's actually broken. Settings, community. Copy that link. Those are the hidden managing moderators. Paste. No, I don't want to manage it. I want a standard run. Paste the channel user URL. Well, this should be the right one. He's not pasting. Why you no pasty? I can't even remember who. I'm going to remove that one and that one. Is it a limitation to how many moderators you can have? Shouldn't be. I can't even type in that box. Are you kidding me? Oh, there we go. It is absolutely 100% fighting me on this. Oh, I just deleted all my moderators. Nope, let's discard the changes. Let's do that. Settings, community. Save. Settings. There we go. Save. Okay. Well, let's see if that's... What do I got? I'm trying to remember now. Because I had like that whole loyalty point system and everything. I'm trying to remember what all the commands are that we had. That is my chat window now. Let's see. Techie the Warrior, welcome to the stream. It's been a long time since I've streamed, so I'm trying to get things working that used to work. But maybe not. Discord. It would appear as though it's broken. I'll have to play around with that. Maybe later on streams. I'll get back to building. I was getting rid of some stuff, so I had some room in my inventory. That's what I was working on. That should take precedence. Let's get rid of those 4. We've got modular frames. That's fine. Let's get rid of the iron ore. I don't need to be carting that around. What do we got here? Terris, have you ever had that happen with your home? With what home? What did you happen? Several people gave me some sort of middle finger, and I guess I didn't like the horn. A quick tap on the horn. Some people don't like to be told when to go. I've seen the stream like 10 minutes ago while trying to figure out a problem with the hypertube cannons. You know what? I've never made a hypertube cannon ever. I've never done it. It's I don't know. Like I've got hypertubes set up here, but I literally just kind of use them as regular transportation. And mind you, I kind of stopped that from where it was going. I just have never got to. One of these days I'll break down and get the hypertube cannon up and running. I really don't want to be going this way though. Let's turn around. Thank you for the like, by the way. Reach down, hit the like button on the video. If you are new to the channel, throw a sub out there. That'd be fantastic. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Threads or, well, whatever Twitter is. X. I don't know. It's confusing nowadays, what everything is. Trying to keep up with what Elon's doing with X Twitter, Twitter. It's like, now they're just called posts. They're not called tweets anymore. It's ridiculous. It's redonkulous. All right, so we're actually back here now where we were going to be building these new iron nodes because I am needing some more screws. I don't know. I'm going to take all of this iron back with me. Let's turn on Zoop. Well, I don't know why by default it shuts off Zoop every time. It should. The default should be Zoop, not no Zoop. And world grid, lock it down. That way everything lines up nicely with your build back. The other way, if that didn't go right there. And I guess it's this one. World grid it. Alright, let's just fill in some space here. Looks like we can actually take this, and if we actually line it up right here, we could shoot this straight across and just connect it with our other conveyors that are over here and make a new conveyor bus that's going back this way. And vertical zooping. Going to try to get a new car tomorrow. We have 2 running cars for the 3 of us. They actually have it, which is good. 2 running, but very old cars. One breaks down monthly. Well, you don't want to have a broken down car. You have your you have your driver's license now. That's kind of scary. I can't really picture you driving at all. I've been watching your tech videos there, Locke. They've been pretty good. Excuse me. We are building some portable miners. Crafting. No, it's not a crafting bench. I need the workshop. The equipment workshop. And I need to make 4 of these, which I just have enough inventory spots for. Delete. Yeah, it seems like tier 5, tier 6, really kind of grindy a little bit. I really struggled with trying to make a viable video. I did all of the tier, like there was like 3 or 4 tier 4 milestone or tier 5 milestones that I completed and recorded a video for it. And I looked at the video footage and I'm like, I can't upload this. I'll have everybody asleep before they get through the intro. I do have a license. I think I'm okayly safe-ish. Well, that's right. I stay in the right lane and cruise a bit under the speed limit. But you probably want to be like at the speed limit or maybe just slightly over, because that's going to piss off everybody else if you're slightly under the speed limit. But don't take driving advice from me. Delete. And we're going to put this last miner right there, and we can fill in our little concrete holes now. All right, we got some overclocking we can do here. What's that? What do we get to if I crank this right up? So that's 240. Do I want to take it right to 270 items per minute? Do I want to just like slam this with it? You know what? I'm just going to keep it at 240. Wait, what do we... Yeah. Mark 3 is 270, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. But 240 is going to divide a little bit better into the smelters and... you know what? I've got the power shards. Let's just crank it up to 270 items and leave it at that. We'll have full lines of iron heading back. 3 power shards in each of them. 270. And this one is 270 as well. Keep it 240. Wow. I just finished deciding, no, I'll crank it to 270. And I know mathematically, but when it comes to the screws, you know what? The screws, yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right. You're right. I will keep it at 240 because manufacturing the screws, when I look at my screw manufacturing plant that I've got over there right now, it's where am I looking? Over that way. Everything balances out really well with it. So this way I don't have to deal with all kinds of stupid little merging things. So you're right. I am not. We're lining this up with this one here, and we're going to turn it. We're going to line this one up. And make a nice big old fat conveyor bus going back this way. Actually, let's grab these things. Oh, I need one more here. I do. Oh, I've got some chainsaw work I gotta do. Let's do that before we get too carried away here. Was that it? No, there's a little bit more over here. Oh no, maybe not. It might be below the concrete. We're good. I can go faster. I feel safer too, but a lot of loss. It costs a lot more in gas going faster. See, my truck going there for 75 miles per hour. The car is about 3,500 RPM, getting 20 miles to the gallon. Eek. My truck likes 115 kilometers an hour. And on the main highway, 110 is what the speed limit is. So I'm only like less than 5% over the speed limit. You know what? I'm going to put my conveyor risers in here as well too, just because it's a little easier to click them in if you do it on the way. Gas mileage is such a distance, although for me, I'm not doing 70, I'm doing 40 here. 70's booking along in your freedom units. 70 freedom units. See, I'm Canadian. We are kilometers all the way. You know what? And I'm going to do this with conveyor holes. So let's grab... what did I do? Oh, I screwed up. Let's go to concrete. Put that back on my hotbar. Grab my conveyor holes. We got 3 conveyors coming along. I don't use the multiple hotbars. I never have. I don't know why. Like, I mean, I should. But I just have always, I don't know. I just find it easier to navigate through the menu when you need something and do it, except for when you hit the escape key. Is that the right height? I think that's the right height. I gotta look at this now. Pretty sure it is. Mach 3 conveyor. Yeah, that's the right height. So that means this one's going to go right here. This one's going to go right there. And now we've got a nice little conveyor bus rigged up here. I don't need that top one. Autosave! Oh, that was a quick... Oh, man. I tried my Mega Factory 2.0, which was started building it in Update 6. And then continued it through Update 7. I tried loading it in Update 8. I could move around. Things were working. Then all of a sudden, after about 15 minutes of being in there, it ran one autosave, which took like 4 minutes to run. And then the game just went blur. So, yeah, I don't think I can load my Mega Factory 2.0 in Update 8. So, yeah, that kind of sucks a little bit. You know what? I'll try it again here. Let's do it. Let's save this. And we are going to... I'm going to call this Tier 6 Milestones Live. And we're going to load early access. It is aluminum. And I want to enable advanced gameplay on that. I had mods installed on it. I think that's what's breaking it, is there were mods installed on it at one point. Because I had like the plus 300 inventory and stuff. The mods have been removed, but some of the features of the mods are still there. Like my inventory still has plus 300. So I wonder if it's actually the game save directory. Something's maybe thinking that maybe there's like reference files or something that it still sees for those. But even loading it, look how long it takes for this to load. Like this is not, it's going to take forever to load this. But my last video on that one, you didn't get a chance to see the mega aluminum factory that I've been building. And I have like, I think the link's available in my Discord. I have a spreadsheet of what I was using for building this. And yeah, it's insane. Why do I have to... Account error, continue. Why do I need to re-sign into my freaking... It's that one, and approve. Two-factor authentication, thank you for the win. Okay, this was doing some weird stuff. Next. Why is my Microsoft account being that way? I need this. I was going to load the spreadsheet and then show you guys the spreadsheet, but it's like... It's doing really, really weird things. I've upgraded my phone again, or not again, like it's been 3 years and I finally got my new phone upgrade. So that's, my authenticator's been doing some kind of weird little hiccups. Okay, I want another way to sign in. Cancel. Hey, look, I can actually enter the password now. That's good. Thank you for the two-factor authentication. That's absolutely redonkulous. The joys of tech life. It's an absolute pain in the butt sometimes. All right, where is that stupid password now? Eeny, meeny, miny, 900 million passwords. I use like extremely complicated passwords, and none of them are duplicated because that's what you're supposed to do. And it can be a blessing, and it could be a absolute gong show when you get booted out of something and you need to re-sign in again. I feel Linus's pain when he's on the WAN show. And, yeah. Tries to do that. Approved. Approved. No, I don't want to use this account everywhere on this computer. Oh, for crying out loud. It just changed my Windows sign-in to a Microsoft 360 account. You can't be freaking kidding me. I don't want to sign in with a freaking Microsoft 360 account. All right, so yeah, Microsoft just they must have did an update today that was garbage because I had issues on my computer this morning when I logged into Office for the first time today, and I had to re-sign back in. They must have released a really crappy update, is what I'm thinking they did, because it is just totally borked right out now. All because I wanted to load that stupid spreadsheet. There we go. Let's kill this task. Hey, look, I'm in my Microsoft account now. Yay for me. All right, pinned. No, it's not pinned. I need my Mega Factory 2.0 spreadsheet. Anyhow, the whole story behind it was I had this ridiculous spreadsheet. And, hey, it actually loaded to build everything. Oh, and I need to actually go into gameplay mode here, and I need to advanced settings. I need to enable flight mode on here, and I'm going to apply that, confirm, and then I need to go to just options. I think it's under gameplay, autosave interval 60 minutes. Okay, I'm fine with a 60-minute autosave interval. Anyhow, so this is the aluminum factory on the Mega Factory that I was working towards. So this is using the alternate recipe for, I think it's sloppy alumina, is what I'm making, which is taking bauxite, 500 bauxite per minute and 500 water per minute to be able to produce 600 alumina solution. And then I'm taking that 600 alumina solution, it gets divided up equally between these two overclocked refineries that are here that are converting it into alumina, scrap aluminum, and water. And then so where I got to on this was we were taking the water feed from here, the wastewater, and I'm using this wastewater over here to be able to, I'm not sure what ore I'm going to be using. I think it's going to be some more Caterium, to tell you the honest truth. Yeah, I'm going to turn this all into Caterium manufacturing over here. And it's going to consume all of the wastewater that is down here. And I need to get some lights down here because I have the Lumen effects with Update 8 running. It's really dark down here that I had it all closed in. So all the wastewater will end up getting consumed. So I don't have to worry about my aluminum plant ever shutting down. And then, of course, once I get the scrap aluminum done, all the scrap aluminum is going to right here. Look at how many lines of 780 items per minute. We've got 5,400 alumina solution, I think, is what the total is. Or scrap aluminum that's being run here, so... Terris, you're good about talking about the game? Not really. I don't know near as much as I should know about it. Bits is really good about kind of walking through the game as you're playing through. You'd be surprised how many times I have to do a retake on things. So, Mom, welcome to the stream. This game gets better and better to play. And the fact that this is still early access blows me away. It's fantastic. And my mom bakes cakes. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
So, yeah, so this is kind of where things, where I've been grinding away here, making all this. Scrap aluminum. It takes coal and alumina solution to be able to do that. So we have tons of coal coming over here. But we might as well, since you're here, we might as well give you this walkthrough of this mega factory that I've been working on. Like, we're a little bit spread out. Where the space elevator is over there, that's my starter factory. It's still functioning. I'm still pulling materials from that. But, of course, we are expanding along. This here is my copper ingot factory. I can't even... I don't even know how many... ingots of my notes are oh, I know, I've like if that spreadsheet ever freaking loaded, I could tell you how many ingots I'm making out of this. So I just have to remember where I saved that and how long ago was the last time I actually opened Mega Factory 2.0. Here we are. The ultimate starter factory, iron ingots. What I needed for copper is, that's copper sheeting. I'm just going to find where copper ingots is on my spreadsheet here. And that's available on my Discord. You can actually download it. I needed to be making a total of over 10,000 copper ingots. And I actually think I overdid the copper ingots by like quite a bit, because I think I still have, like, I'm making everything that I need to be making. I got all the copper sheeting is made here, all the copper wires being made, all the copper cabling is being made, even the copper powder is being made. There's just a little bit of the copper powder, and I still have lines. So I think I kind of overshot my conveyor systems that were bringing all of those materials over here. Because I still have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 awesome sinks that are just getting copper ingots dumped into them nonstop. It's kind of ridiculous. Anyhow, I got to minimize that spreadsheet because it's hiding the chat. You love the beams for power? I did think that was kind of a nice way to kind of hide the power distribution a little bit on it, so... And all was before BP. Sorry, BP. BP. Blueprints. Yeah. Oh, sorry. There we go. BP. I'm trying to think. What is that? Yeah, most of this was all... Actually, all of this was done. No, sorry. These tunnels that I have here that are my conveyor, basically transport tunnels. These were all done with a blueprint design. I built these interior, all these tunnels and everything for being able to transport the materials all along. And I'm sorry, but I got to take a break here for a second. The lumen effect in here with these conveyors actually looks really freaking cool. All right, Ima, have yourself a good one. Thank you for hanging out for a bit. I'm really impressed with the lumen effect in here, and how it's just kind of like iridescently like this. Oh man, this is dope. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. We got the lumen effects in here with the lighting. That looks pretty amazing. See, when I first where'd that door go? There it is. When I first built these, I had all of the tracks in there, all lined with signs, illuminating signs. But with update 6 and update 7, it tanked my frame rate. Like, I would look that way because there were so many signs. I think I had something like 7,000 or 8,000 signs that were loading into the game because all of these tunnels just had signs lined all the way down on it, and the frame rate just completely tanked on it. It was ridiculous. So these little pillars out here, each one of these is where my Mark III miners are, and then that feeds them all back and ends up heading down. So I love the lumen effects. It really does improve the overall visual aspect of the game. This here is my iron ingot factory that I've got here. None of this was built. The iron ingot factory, none of it was built with blueprints at all. Let's take out this block and we can fly in and have a look. But man, it's still a little bit like, oh, I'm lagging out. I'm lagging out hard. Why? My frames are tanking something brutal. Okay, we're not going inside there because it does not like it. Wow. Okay, let's try to build this now. Wow, I'm not sure what totally tanked out there, but it tanked out hard. Frames just went brrr. But we can have a peek inside. I've got a window at this end. Let's get rid of the deconstructor. But yeah, we have all of our refineries in here making the pure iron ingots. All of the water is coming from the plateau up there, and I built this bridge to be able to transport it, so... Let's Game It Out has some pretty amazing videos. The stuff that he has done is absolutely ridiculous. I still have a couple of lines of iron here that are getting dumped into Awesome Sinks that I haven't consumed yet. I believe I have things coming up in the future that are going to use those. So these tunnels kind of turned out okay. I'm kind of happy with them. They're basically just some glass tubes that I set up. I haven't done anything for that bottom conveyor bus. This factory over here, this is basically my basic iron construction. So we have iron plates getting done on the bottom here. We have iron rods getting done here. We have screws getting done on this one. This is reinforced iron plates. And then we move up to modular frames. And then we step up here again to rotors. What else do we got? Is there more over here? I think that was all over here. Am I transporting these reinforced iron frames? Okay, so I'm not I'm not using the rotors yet, so I must not be making motors yet in the Mega Factory upgrades yet, so. Terris, when was the last time you've gone nuclear yet? I haven't. The whole idea of this Mega Factory is to build... I want to take all of the uranium. You see that tube system that's up top there? I went and gathered every single uranium node out there, and I have it overclocked, and I have all of the uranium is going off over there, and way off into the distance over there is where I'm going to be building the uranium factory. Or building the nuclear power plant. It's going to make over 500 gigawatts of power. But right now, on this build, I'll show you here in a little bit. You'll be surprised. I don't know if you've seen the video for it. Most of my stuff that's done here is all done through... This game has overclocking? Absolutely it does. All of my miners are overclocked to be able to produce 780 items per minute. Or, well, anything that's a pure node. I think this is a normal node. I can't remember. Where do I have a pure node here? Is this a pure node? Nope, that merges there. Well, they all kind of merge together and stuff, but when I come across a pure node, I'll show you that it can underclock, so. This will be my steel factory that's over here. So we're making steel ingots on this floor. And then we move up to steel beams and steel pipe are getting made here. And then encased industrial steel beams are on this side. 300, it's impure. Yeah, that makes sense. My very first train station that I ever built is on here as well. All this is doing is just delivering concrete for me for the encased industrial steel beam for now. We got our conveyor. Everything is conveyored around pretty much except for the concrete coming here to this factory. Everything else is conveyed around. I do have my active Caterium factory is kind of off in the distance out here. We can go have a look at that. But I'll be excited to show you the far side of the map. Of course, this new flying kind of sucks. Like I was using the mod to be able to fly. Which one was it? I think it was like the armor pack or whatever where you could like equip. I don't know. It was one of them that I could enable, and then you could just hit your scroll wheel and it would speed you up to fly. So this is my pure Caterium ingot factory we've got over here, and all of our Caterium nodes coming in. We got 3 780 item per minute Caterium nodes that are feeding through here to be able to make all of our Caterium ingots. They're all being dumped into Awesome Sinks right now because I'm not making anything with them yet. And then the coal here runs down to the aluminum factory that way. But now we're going to go ahead towards the starter factory, which is just like it's off up in the distance. Actually, you'll like the water setup I have up top there too. Lockdot says, have you done much New World? I haven't touched New World in like... Well, it does, like, the flying here, it has speed mode. You can sprint. You hold shift, you can fly slightly faster. Like, this is not holding shift. This is holding shift. New World, I haven't played it since I got basically frustrated in the last live stream I did of New World, which was, I don't even know. You'd have to look back at my catalog of my live streams. Because I think I streamed some New World, and then I think I jumped into this. I don't think there was a transition of Minecraft in there, so I think this bridge turned out pretty good. I was kind of happy with the way it overall looked. Basically, an aqueduct bridge is what it's for, because it's handling all of our water pipes that are coming down from up here. And yeah, like I think our little water factory up here. See, I originally had more plans for a lot more water up here, but then they redesigned this with the update, and it really changed a lot. Like, I think if I was to like break this and try to replant it again, I don't think it would work. Like, if I was to remove this one here for sure, if I was to remove this water extractor, I wouldn't be able to replace it there. But it seems that they've kind of grandfathered them in and allowed them to still be available and still function. So you'll see the lower level of this basically conveyor highway that we've got set up here. That right there is pretty much all coal. We have a lot of coal running on that conveyor system, and I'll show you that here in a little bit once we get past the starter factory, of which we're coming into. We can just kind of see the starter factory off into the distance. And you'll see my makeshift little green screen I did to be able to do some of the videos. My last New World live stream was 669 days ago. Your last Minecraft live stream was 703 days ago. Well, and my last live stream period was like November of 2021. And then I switched to making satisfactory videos. and was really happy with them. I had one of the videos did actually really well. I think it was the my comparison. It was either the comparison of manifold versus load balancing, or if it was my manifold versus smart manifold, using smart splitters instead of standard splitters for it. There's my makeshift little green screen that I was doing some of like the little captions on. And it actually worked out pretty well for being able to edit that into place there. So this is my starter factory. This absolute crap show that's here. Yeah, even they moved a node. They don't make it stop. They just keep it working and allow you to make a new extractor on the new one. But don't allow you. Yeah, I think it was when they did the update 7 is where they, I want to say it was when they updated the spire, like this area out here. In my previous mega factory, I actually get a great screenshot of my oil refinery down there getting completely just overgrown. It looked like an abandoned factory. It looked fantastic. But this is the old starter factory. There's the blueprint designer there that helped make the tunnels that or the tubes that we've got out there. I have my centralized storage where everything was all getting pumped back here for all of my materials. I gotta take a drink. I haven't drank anything for a bit. The Spire Coast is really good. They did a great job there. I'll see if that old... Oh, I don't even know if I still have that factory. That save. I might not even have it anymore. Where I could load in with that, what that looked like. So yeah, starter factory. All to just get to being able to unlock space elevator. The final phase of the space elevator is what this was doing. And then the aluminum for that is all getting done just up on the hillside over here. On update 8, they've moved a nitrogen gas node as far as you know. Well, I think there was a bunch of things that they changed in this area with update 8. This is the aluminum factory that's over here, as well as I'm making some more copper ingots here just to use wastewater from the aluminum factory. It's consuming up. But this was the starter aluminum factory. It's still running. It's still making all the aluminum sheeting and stuff that I need for the conveyors for this build. And I'm surprised this thing hasn't crashed at all. I did make a power plant up here, a fuel generating power plant, using the oil extractor. And there was this one node here that was just kind of chilling for some oil, and I'm like, zoink, I'm going to use that. But have a look. I'm just going to sneak under here. Have a look at all this coal. This is all coal. Well, no, that's not true. There's a little bit of bauxite that's heading back to the aluminum plant. But all this is all coal. Because I am currently generating 110 gigawatts of power with coal power generation. And it all runs... Your last live stream was 655 days ago. Yeah, that sounds pretty close to bang on. Check that out. All of the coal generators down there that are making power for our factory that we've got going right now. It is a ridiculous amount of coal. And a ridiculous... Look at that. I totally went way overboard on here. And this was without a blueprint designer that I built all this. Maybe because I don't know that... Does the height of the coal generator... I don't even know if it actually fits in the blueprint designer. Yeah, it might. It must. It must. But you're not going to be able to get very many of them together. Each one of these factories... These production lines is one node of 780 items per minute of coal. Or one conveyor line. Generating power, and they're all running at 100% efficiency. Like, look at this coal that's coming down here. These conveyors are like rock solid. I am flying with lots of coal, except for this one. But it's just the last little stragglers of production that's getting done. This was it was a lot of work to do this. I can't even, what am I at for? I'm at 632 hours of gameplay on this build. The Dark Sea, yeah, pretty much. I am reaping the resources of this place. Oh, and there's also a little bit of an oil processing facility in the middle of this as well, too. So it's not just coal. I'm taking the oil nodes that are here and I'm actually producing some energy out of them. So, and I think it all just goes straight into oil power. Like it's running the fuel generators. So, but everything else is all reams and reams and reams of conveyors. And like even just how the conveyors and everything all laid out here. It just, every time I fly over here, I'm like, yeah, I did that. Not to brag, but yeah, I did that. I love how it turned out. It's so simple, but wow. Only 600 hours. I was thinking over 1,000. No, 600 hours. But I mean, my mega factory, I'm still just building the aluminum plant. So I'm still a long ways away from getting to the point I could build with my starter factory. I could go and build the nuclear power plant. I could build like a couple of them, get them up and running. But I don't need to when I'm already generating a total of 163 gigawatts of power. This is fluctuating because I do have all of the geysers are being used on this map too. I have all of the geysers making the I got the geothermal generators up and running. Every single geyser has got geothermal generators on it. So that little building off to the end of there, that's where my concrete's actually getting made. So it pretty much goes clear across the map is our train system going from one side of the map back to this one. Of which, is it working? Yes, there's the train. It just hit the train station. So the train is still functioning. It didn't break. Some people had some issues in Update 8 with the trains. But I think it's because I didn't have any like complicated changes or anything like that. Interchanges and track switches. I put the radar array on the top of this just because I thought it looked okay on the top of the building. There was no rhyme or reason for it to actually be there. And why is that one square? Am I missing a window? Oh no, it was just a render glitch. So I have all the limestone coming into here, making concrete. This is just a known graphical. There is limestone on this. It's there. It's just kind of a, oh yeah, hey, all I got to do is just touch it. And it corrects itself. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know it did that. Zoink. If I steal a piece of limestone, it fixes the graphical glitch. That train must actually be moving a fair amount of concrete if it's got some of the production line running. And I think I'm making, is it wet concrete I'm making here? Or am I just making regular? No, I'm just making regular concrete. I'm not even making wet concrete. Like this is just the regular concrete processing facility that's here. And I think it actually mathematically worked out perfectly to make 700 or 3 lines of 780 items per minute that are capable out of here. And of course it's filling up this train stop pickup here. Oh, I gotta shift. And then, of course, everything is all conveyored in. Of course, we have the train line here that's just moving concrete back and forth, but everything else is getting moved by conveyor. I have all the limestone. Like, I went around and gathered up every bit of limestone that we needed for this area. I believe this is the nitrogen node I'm taking. I wonder if this is the nitrogen node that moved, because you mentioned that one of them may have moved. Wow, it looks nasty. They've changed the graphic on that. That looks really gross. Let's see if the node's still there. So the plan is where that line's coming down out there. This is going to be where the nuclear power plant's going to be. Oh no, the nitrogen node is still here. So this one's still doing what it needs to do, and I'm only using one part of it so that I could get 600 cubic meters of nitrogen gas shooting out of there. The rest of this is probably all, I think I'm setting it aside for the nuclear power plant because I got the 3 nodes. There are 3 pipes there ready to go for it. The train line color issue in V3, V7, it worked, but in 8, it's still not working. I'm not entirely sure what that color issue is that you're yakking about. So yeah, out here, and I don't even know, the render distance might not be good enough, but I do have it kind of framed off already out here. So I knew how much space I had to work with. I've got like a concrete border put out. Oh yeah, there it goes all the way out to there. That's how much room you have out here. It goes all the way out there before you start taking damage. And then I think I ran out of materials before I got like crazy with it. So, you know, when you place a train signal on a train line and you give it a color, oh, for the path. See, I'm going to say I haven't done enough with trains to play with signals to know what the issue would be. Literally, that was my first train I ever built was on that one. I haven't done much with it, so. Here is all of my uranium coming down here. I went and gathered every single node, all overclocked to as fast as it'll go. And all of the uranium comes down here. And there is a little bit of a glitch that you don't have to be. I love the color of it with the with lumen. That looks amazing. It seems when there's a glitch when it's paused, you aren't taking radiation damage when the uranium's not moving, which is, I'm okay, fine, whatever. Do it if you want, because you notice I'm not taking any uranium ticks right now. I mean, I've got my hazmat suit, so it won't kill me or anything, but... Oh, see, I am taking damage in here. So it wasn't until I got to the miner that I started to take some damage here. Well, not damage, but I am consuming some radiation filters. But now we've gone away from the miner, and it's totally fine, and I've left a slug. There's a slug here. Or either that or it's respawned in. Is it a slug? No, that's not a slug. That's... It is a slug. Well, I always need more power... Hey, why was that... Did the slugs always make that sound? I didn't think they did. I guess they did. They always made some kind of a sound. Maybe I just wasn't really paying attention before. Again, the way lumens are reflecting in here and how it kind of... Like, this all looks... I'm so pleased with the way this looks in here. See, I used to have it where all these had signs in here that were glowing. But yeah, it just tanked the frame rate so bad. Yeah, this looks so... Man... Now that it seems like this load is kind of stabilized, maybe I should continue building this. I don't want to pick up one of those because I will start taking some damage if I do. So the graphic glitch can just stay glitched. I don't even know if I've got any... Now that I'm in here, do I have any doorways to get out? What settings do I have for lumen? On? I honestly don't know. Video. I mean, everything's set at ultra. Lumens, camera, where's lumens? Gamma upscaling. High. Is there something, there's nothing higher than it? Global illuminate, it's on. And then I have like all the rest of this set to ultra. And the fact that like this isn't even like really like Coffee Stain's taken no efforts to actually do anything with lumens. So they've just kind of what it is. And it looks fantastic for what it is. So good on them. They've done good. Okay, I do need to get out of this tunnel though, and I don't want to have to like bust my way out. But I might have to keep going now on this build so that I can get my Mega Factory done. Maybe this is the goal now, is maybe switching my video series now, coming back to the Mega Factory in Update 8. Because I did get a comment going, oh, you never finish what you've been building. Well, it's like, well, the game keeps updating. And in some cases, a fresh start, like I didn't do a fresh start when Update 7 came out. But I think there was enough of a change, especially an engine change, that Update 8 kind of required a fresh playthrough. Come on, let me out. I don't want my radiation sickness. Bunch more of my coal and stuff, and I'm getting attacked by something. Run away. The spiders in Update 8, I'm sorry, but they suck. They suck real bad, especially the big spiders. Oh, I think even in Update 7, they updated the AI on those, and they're nasty. They're stupid nasty. There's still bugs on 8 of the Dogo respawns and a few other issues. I mean, there's always going to be little things that they're working on and getting. So the spiders are... I think it was Update 7 is when the spiders really turned into jerks. Alright, so I think now might be the time to maybe dive back into working on that aluminum plant. How things have changed. Like I had a plan, and the plan just totally went into the toilet because my Update 7 load is working now. And it's actually pretty... Now, hold on have I had an autosave yet? Have I? Oh no, that was on the 27th. So I haven't hit an autosave yet. I guess we'll see what happens when an autosave comes along. Because I have it set to every 60 minutes because, I'm sorry, it takes a while. And the whole game just locks when it does an autosave. But there's a lot going on here. I like how the spiders attack other animals. The spiders are just... I'm sorry, but they're dicks. They're outright... They go after anything and everything. And they jump like 5,000 miles now. Ooh. Ooh, the lag. Ooh, it doesn't... You know what it is? It doesn't like that area of the map very much. It's just chugging away here. Oof. Is it rendering in, loading in my aluminum? Is it my aluminum factory that's doing it? No, it can't be. Holy tanked. What node is that? Well, that's just limestone, isn't it? A pure limestone node, but it's not very, like, limestoney. What is going on? Oh! Oh, you know what it is? Hold on a second. I think I know exactly what's lagging over here. I forgot about this. Let me sneak on over here for a second. Oh yeah, it's definitely this. Oh, she's struggling. Oi. What is it that's like grinding out here? Let me just load up my task manager for a second. And I want to go to performance. Well, the CPU's sitting at like 30% usage. That's not bad. 35. My memory, though. Whew. I have 32 gigs of RAM in my system. And I'm like it's like cruising at 20 gigs of RAM being used right now. So I don't think it's right there. Where is it that I am looking for that's causing all of this grief? What was this? Is this my new... This is my new oil processing and power generation over here. I think this might be my new plastic. Is this what's tanking out everything? Is my rubber and plastic factory? Well, it's not very happy, but certainly... No, I think I know what's doing it. I just can't remember where it is. Thought it was over this way, or maybe it's right here. Does that look like there's some concrete right there? Yes, here it is. Oh, this might be my autosave happening. Oh no, maybe. I thought the game locked up there for a second. Oh, it seems to be a little smoother now, but I know exactly what's happening over here, and I think it's finally finished loading it in, is why things just kind of improved here a little bit. Oh, hold on a second. Don't need that up anymore. Or that. We're just going to climb down here. Yeah. I think it might be this that's doing it. There's a battery or two that I've got out here for some power storage. And now that it's all loaded in, it's not as dreadful as what it was. Yeah, I've got a little bit of power storage. I know, right? To the point where it doesn't even, like, the end of it just completely renders out. What is it? Each line is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 in here, and I don't even... Oh, it's right to the edge. Like, there's the line. That's the world edge. And I went 10 across, however many deep. How much am I actually storing? I am storing... I don't know if it'll actually... Will it tell me how much I'm storing? I'm storing 113 gigawatts of power. Does that seem about right? Is total storage 113 gigawatts? Yeah, that's a battery or two. But I think now that it's rendered in, like you notice the game's a lot smoother now than it was. It's either that, or there's something like seriously wrong with my plastic and rubber factory. We'll head back that way and see if it grinds out and crashes again. No, it seems to be Seems to be okay. So it was just rendering in and loading all those batteries and doing the calculations for it, I'm thinking. Because it doesn't seem to be freaking out as much now. This whole playthrough, like with the Maker Factory 2.0, has been the first time I've actually like putting a building around my builds. I'm kind of, I believe in my soul, I'm the type of builder that likes to see his factories. I don't think I like them 100% the batteries. It took a long time to load those and render those all in. But it's running really good now. But I think I'm the type of guy that I want my factories to be out and displayed, and I don't like them covered up. I think that might be when this actually goes to like full vanilla or full release, like they release 1.0 and it's finally available for everybody to play. Of course, I'll do a fresh replay on that. And I'm going to do my best to like go really vertical with my builds. Like I started doing it in my current playthrough with Update 8, where I had these modular little towers that I was building up for the iron and for the ingot manufacturing, for any of the like iron plate and iron rods and screws. Small footprint, but just go tall with it. I think I might kind of aim that way. So I believe I'm going to maybe kind of keep chipping away over here at this. Oh, mind you, this is chugging out again, loading in this. I think it's just because of the render. There's so much in the render distance that it's got to load up that it gets a little chunky. Man, this game, though, like, how gorgeous is that? Let's hide the HUD. Just the way the lights reflect. Like, even, you see the lens flares that are on my face shield? Like, you look at the sun and I'm kind of moving the light over there. It's like I've got, like, smudges on my face shield. Like, that's some attention to detail. It's like there's fingerprints on my face shield is what that looks like. 100%. Either that or my monitor's dirty and I'm seeing this and you're not, but no, that's graphic. That's good job, Coffee Stain. Good job. Hey, you know what I did discover though? Oh, maybe it's not this. Oh, it's way over on that far side where the coal power plant is. Once you get to a certain point, even though you can build out further, you can't place the water down. You can't put the water extractors in the water. It's too deep. I have not shared the blueprint for the tunnel, but I can definitely do that. And I think the blueprint design that I might still have... No, I think I did strip the signs out of it because the signs were causing so much graphic lag. So, beep, 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 beep. Okay, how much are we for making the pure caterium? It's 24 per 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 240 there. Oh, you know what it is? I bet you I was supposed to be continuing along and I don't have enough steel pipe. It looks like I'm supposed to put 2 more of these in here. But I don't have enough steel pipe. So what do I got to get? I got to get some steel pipe. I've got to get maybe some more encased industrial beams. Do I have enough aluminum? I've got lots of aluminum on me. Got lots of concrete. I could grab some more iron plates. Definitely some more iron plate. Some more copper cabling I should grab. Just trying to think of everything that I need. How are we? Maybe let's not go to where I'm going to take damage. Copper sheeting. I've got like 2,000 copper sheeting. See, this is the one thing. I had the plus 300 items mod. Well, it's clearly still here and it still functions because I still have those spots, but the mod, it's not loaded. The mods have been removed from the game. I deleted them. Yet, I still have all of that extra inventory space, which I'm not complaining about because I might as well load up because... Plastic too. Yeah, plastic. Probably some rubbers or some for valves. Yeah, definitely need some more cable. Plastic, yeah, I am really low on the plastic. I'm starting to get down on the power shards too. The thought of having to go around and hunt for some more slugs is really kind of sucking. I gotta burn off all this extra crap I've got in my inventory too. Iron rods, definitely some plate. And I don't think I need to be carrying any screws unless I manually have to build something for some reason. So I'll keep that little bit on me, but I'm not going to add any more. But I got to go all the way back to my starter factory to grab some freaking materials. I guess I should have thought about that before we did the world tour here. Yeah, I do have some slugs that are there that I could burn. Oh, there's another slug right there. If I can grab them as I'm flying by, I'll grab them. I just don't like the fact that it's kind of getting a little laggy here because I know there's going to be some monsters. Well, that's just Mr. Bean. You know, it wasn't until I was building my steel factory on my update 8 playthrough that beans are actually trampolines. You could jump on them. Where did he go? I kind of need him to stop because we'll hit the ground. Oh, there we go. Nope. You stay. Boing. Boing. I don't know. I could do this literally for hours on this guy. Until you fall off and take damage. But yeah, if you ever feel bored, you could just sit there and bounce on Bean over and over and over again. I can't get over, like, I'm going to look at my Steam library and actually see how much time I've actually spent just playing this game. Because I started playing this just as Update 5 hit experimental. I am currently at 1,638.2 hours of game time on here. See, Sam, or I think might just be a placeholder. I think it could end up getting called something or used for something else. I know that the little research orbs or whatever, and the summer slope or slurp or whatever the hell it is. Those are just placeholders for future items. For future development. See, I'm wondering if they'll get to a point where we have like another launch, maybe to could you ever see them going to a point in here where they expand this to you get to leave to another planet? And you get to use the resources here to build yourself some ship to go to another place to get more, like, I don't know. I think that would be really cool. You could start reaping the entire universe. There's a lot of... I'm thinking all the slugs that I had gathered before are respawned for me. Because I'm sure I had got all these slugs earlier. Haha, you missed. Come at me, bro. Oh, you didn't miss that time. Yeah, I'd been back and forth along this little chasm here a million times. I guarantee you I've scoured every one of these, so look out for nuclear hogs. Yeah, those I hear are... I haven't come across one of them. Hold on. That would be this guy. Holy smokes, it just launched me clear off the... Oh, there's a yellow slug here. We can take that. Oh, wow. What the... Where did he hit me from? Where did he hit me from? Oh, I didn't hold it long enough. Where is the dude? I'm sorry, but the uranium load nodes now look just amazing. Or like even these fragment ones. Where did he go? I wanted to fight him. Because he hit me while I was pulling this because it interrupted it. These things, I hate these things. Especially now that they like continuously spit out at you. All right, we're going for materials. I've been sidetracked. I don't know. Oh, there's a yellow one. I've got a real problem with shiny things, and this game's made it increasingly more shiny now with the lumen effect. So it's really easy for me to get distracted. I was just thinking of how much of a chore it would be to go around and get more power slugs, but seeing how it looks like they respawned them all again for me, I think it'll be just fine. There's another couple over there, but I think I got enough to get by for right now. There's another yellow one down there. Uh-oh. Is this my autosave? Yes, this is my autosave. Okay. We might as well just take a quick nap here because this is going to take a bit. This is kind of redonkulous. Yeah. To the point that it's like totally froze my mouse. I got to move my mouse over. This is how long an autosave takes when you're building a mega factory. Just so you know, this is why I have it set at an hour to do the autosave. Gives me an opportunity to have some Red Bull. Yeah. Here we are, enjoying the autosave. So, how's your day? How are the roses? Have I got some paint that I can watch drying? Seriously. Enough's enough. Let it go. Hey, it's complete. And it didn't error. That was a sound effect. That wasn't Windows actually crashing on me. I mean, it could. It wouldn't be the first time. See, here I went like quite vertical with the copper building. I think copper sheeting's being made over there, and copper wire and copper cabling is being done here. And of which these are just the starter factory ones. This is how much I needed just to get the starter factory up and running. And then I've got that huge plant over there that's making all the rest of it, so. Why you not let me land? It make me not go down. What is... Okay, I will force myself to go down. There we go. It's not letting me. Okay, so we're going to drop down here. It's not letting my C button. Oh, this is going to hurt. C to go down. You know, go down. I can go up, but no, go down. Oh, really? Really? Frick monster. Well, at least we're like right here. No, cap locks isn't on. Where did I die? Right here. Take all. Thank you. Jerks. Now I can go up and down. I just had to die. Alright, what did we say we needed? We needed a little bit of iron. So I'm going to take some iron plates. I'll take a little bit more reinforced plate, but I think I actually have... Oh, I got lots. Iron rods we needed, so I'll take a few stacks of that. Screws were good, rotors were good. Modular frames I don't think we need. Heavy modular frames we don't need. Pipe. We've been needing some pipe. I'll take one more. You know what? I'm going to take a bit more concrete too. You just never know when you need it. You might have a platform to build out or something. Next thing you know, you've consumed up a redonkulous amount of concrete. I think I did say I needed a little bit more industrial in case. See, this is why Mark IV conveyors suck, because you only get to, it's 100 per stack. So it's not good use of inventory. We don't need versatile framework. Copper wire. Copper wire. I think I only had a stack, so I'm going to take a couple of those just because cabling we definitely needed. I think we're okay sheeting wise. Yeah, we're good that way. What do we got over on this side? Aluminum casing. I think I will take a little bit more aluminum sheets because that's our Mark V conveyors right there. So, and we're going to take some rubber. A little bit of plastic. I think that's a pretty decent loadout. We still have room for more if we need to. As well as, I've got a bunch of stuff I can throw into the awesome sink over here. There is a radar station that's right here, but it's actually an awesome sink that's just built into the floor. This is just my trash can. So I've got some bauxite we can toss in there. A little bit of iron, a little bit of limestone. They're not, it's nothing for points, but it's better than just throwing the stuff on the ground. Actually, I should see how many tickets we've got now. Let's print these. That's the Christmas fix-it stuff. Have we got enough for the golden nut? I think I can buy the golden nut. I've never bought the golden nut before. Fix-it special. How come I can still buy the boombox when it is literally sitting right here? I don't know. Golden nuts. Purchase! And I have 14 left. I've got the golden nut. Yay for me! It's not like it does anything, though. It's literally just here. Oh, wow, it looks... Can I get in the sunlight with it? Why is there no sunlight? There we go. Look at that. That's amazing. It's so tiny, though. I kind of expected something a little bit more substantial than that. Where are we going to put it? Oh, hey, it is a lot bigger than... Okay, how is... Okay, this doesn't make sense. How did that tiny little thing end up becoming that when I put it on the ground? Okay, I need to move the golden nut somewhere that it's sunny. It'll be sunny here sometimes. It can live there. Yay for us, we got the golden nut. And now we gotta go all the way back. Now this here would be the opportune time. Maybe I should build a hyper cannon. I've never built one. No idea how to do it. We're going to figure it out. How's that sound? Let's go with a hypertube. And we're going to aim it. I guess it really doesn't matter. No, I think that's too far. Let's just hypertube that down to about here, and then we got to put like a, what is it? It's an entrance in here, and then we got to put like another hypertube like right here. With another entrance on it. I'm guessing this is how you do it. I've seen enough videos on this thing. That's a hypertube support. I think I want the actual hypertube. And how many of them do you put in? I didn't even know. We'll see if this works. This might just be an epic fail. Certainly, me placing blocks is. One, two, three, 5 of them should be enough, right? I think so. Well, here goes nothing. Well, that did jack. That was really crappy. Alright, let's upgrade these power poles to Mark III power poles. Nope, I don't have any high-speed connectors. Mark II power poles? Yep, we could do that. I think I need more. Let's do it. Let's do a redesign. When in doubt, let's put more power in. Alright, where are we here? Let's go back to transportation. We're going to transportation, hypertube. The recommended amount, it's 16 to mid-map. Holy crap, 16 of them? Well, we're going to have to, like, start here. And let's just do it like... let's go with the entrance. Noodled exit? That actually would probably make more sense. Noodle. But not maybe that close. Let's go. I don't think we want that height. I think we want it right about there. And I think we're just going to use... Can I attach the entrance to this? Yes. Oh, but that's entering the wrong way, isn't it? There we go. So how close can I put those? That one's too far away. Which means all the rest of those are going to be frickin' wrong. Something tells me this one's facing the wrong way. What's going to happen is this is going to murder me. I'm going to be bug splat. No. 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 What happened? Oh, there we go. Just a lag spike. Not freaking out. Well, let's start at this end. We're going to go from here. Something doesn't look right. Why is that only coming up yellow? I'm thinking I must have to do it with the tubes instead of the tube supports. Because these should be sucking me in right here, so... They've got to go. You can't use the tube support. So we got a little bit of a learning experience here going on as we're trying to figure it out, right? It's my first time building a hypertube cannon, so... And the only way to do it is trial and error, right? So... So we will tube it. No. So how many is that going to get us? That's going to be... If I can get in the air... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... That's still only 9 of them. Yeah, they're not lighting up yellow now, so you do have to do it on a tube. Well, that didn't work. I'm not sure what happened there. Alright, that's better. Alright, that's acceptable. But I think you need to be flying with your coffee cup. I don't think you can without it. I think there's like some unwritten rule. So we're just going to add some more to that. It might be a little bit extreme. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the exit support on this so that it's just mainly tube going. Kind of like I removed the one at the end of that pipe and it seemed to like not get hung up at all. Oh, I gotta power these ones. They're not powered yet. All right, we are powered up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we just went to space. Yeah, we're taking damage. I'm gonna die and I'm gonna lose all that stuff. Where did I get to? Holy crap, we are like... Because we launched from here and we are here. And we were up there. Holy smokes, we are... Okay, I think I may have gone... Man, I had all that stuff on my inventory. Oh, well, we get a good look around at what was over on this island over here. Oh, no, we get to fly right through it. And just keep falling forever. Well, that was a thing. Hopefully, there's a chest sitting there at the edge of the map that's got all of our stuff in it. Because I had a full inventory of all kinds of goodies. Oh, those power slugs! No! Oh, God. Oh, and of course, it's like totally lagged out again. Yeah, to the point that it won't let me fly. Kind of have to give the game a second to finish re-rendering all this back in. Because I think that's what it's hanging up on, is it's loading all of these factories. Fortunately, I've had an autosave. When was that autosave? Because, I mean, could go back to that point. Oh, what's wrong with a little bit of, like, flight time, eh? Wow, the lag is, like, an issue. It is not letting me fly. Finish loading in everything. It did not like the fact that I flew outside the map. I'm thinking that's what its issue is. It's like, what are you doing? Maybe if I just stare at an interface for a second, it'll load. No, it's like chug, 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 chug. Wow. What have I done? So we basically loaded a death cannon is what we've got built up there. I guess map-wise, we were kind of mid-map, but I think we only put like 16. I'm really, really hoping that our chest is like right on the edge of the map there. If not, then I guess that's what the autosave is for, because then at least we can load up that. Man, it is still lagged right out. It won't even close the map. What have I done? It impressed me, the shot of that cannon. It was maybe a little aggressive. I mean, I only doubled what I had already had. And the last one only kind of launched us like halfway where we needed to go. This should have just There must be like some line that you cross. Mind you, I did also remove all of those exit hypertube mounts, which could have created some friction. So with removing those, maybe, I don't know. The game's still totally chugged right out, though. Yeah, it's not letting me go into flight mode. I'm pretty sure flight mode's still enabled. But yeah, look at how it's like totally tanked out the gameplay. I wonder if it just like it's loaded up that full-size map now. And it's like, no, you're done. Well, it's advanced game settings I need to go to. What are my system resources doing right now? Let's look at the task manager again. I'm going to go to performance. GPU is pinned. It's at 95%. I've got a RTX 3070, and that thing is pinned to the top. Like it's yeah, 95%. It's only sitting at 59 degrees Celsius though, so I guess that's a good thing. Whoops. Memory's still cruising along at that 20 gig. CPU's at 24%, but GPU is like, okay, let's go into options. Let's turn off lumens while we're doing, maybe that's, let's go to video if I can get there. Instead of custom, let's try to click over one. Let's just go high and click apply. Oh, what's that doing? Okay. Okay, let's go down to lumens now. And we're going to turn this off and off. Okay. All right, we can move again. Okay, let's go back to options. So while we're playing around with this, let us just not turn on lumens. We're gonna leave lumens off for that. Because now it's significantly happier. Where was that launch cannon? How many did we end up putting here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, we did put 18 of them down. So let's just maybe take a little bit of this out of here. 16? Do you think 16's good? I think 16's probably a good place to. Oh, we are clearly heading off to the stratosphere again. Yep. Yep. And we're taking damage. A save was better before entering again. Yeah, you're probably right. But with lumens shut off now, we're up and about right away. Hold on a second. How am I still got all my gear, but I lost all my inventory. Okay, so the reload isn't bad now that Lumen's shut off. It's not dreadful. So what are we down to, like 14 now? Zoink! Oop. Oh, so far so good. Oh, no, no. This is promising. This is promising. Wow, it's amazing how much taking 2 off knocked us off the line. Huh. And then I enabled fly mode. So 14 seems to be kind of that magic number. We could probably put 1 more in and it'd be pretty good. I think the launch angle was probably okay. Now I'm going to need one of those platforms here to go back. But first, do I have a chest over here right where we died? You know what sucks is I'm not seeing one on the map anywhere. Do I have those markers turned off? Hold on. Let's go to map. Radar crates. Those are both back at the factory. Well, I think I did lose all of my inventory. But you know what's permanently loaded out here now? Is there's a chunk of land here that wasn't here before. I don't remember seeing that. I think that was all water out there. I'm still going to think maybe there's a slight potential. If I can get the angle of it right. Like, where did we launch from? Can I see it from here? Whoop. If we can see the platform that we launched, there's the platform right there. So if we stay kind of in line with that, maybe there's a chest right at the edge of the map that we can pick up. I'm going to think not. I think it's kind of gone, which it's okay. That weird land there, though, was not there before. All right, if it was going to be anywhere, it would be right here because that's where we start taking damage. And that's about in line with the space elevator where we launched from. Yeah, I think it's a no-go. I don't think there's any chest. So when that autosave wasn't too far back, let's load our save game. That was at 11:13. Oh man, it was a ways back, but I mean, it's not like I hadn't built anything yet, so destroying the old session, loading in the new game. Man, it's almost midnight and I've done jack. All I've done is fly around and sit here and yak with you guys all day. I have not built jack. It's crazy. Oh well, it is what it is. We did get to kill ourselves with a couple of times with the hyper cannon. So I think that was kind of fun. Man, this load time is unreal, though. But I think you got to think of how many assets I've got in the game there with how much I've built so far. And how long does it, like, I've got, my computer's an i9 9900K with 32 gigs of RAM, 4200 megahertz DDR4, an RTX 3070, 8 gig graphics card. It's not a slug. So let's game it out. What is he running for a rig for him to be able to load that monstrosity of a Satisfactory world that he's got? I mean, that tornado of conveyors that he has in the middle of the map is just, I can't imagine. And I think he's got, is it oil refineries he has in the middle of that? I don't know. I can't remember now. It was a while ago I saw that. But he hasn't kept up. I don't think he's kept up with the gameplay on it, because I think when he built the tornado, I want to say that was like update 5 when he built the conveyor tornado. Oh, and then he did like the tractor hopping, trying to get materials from one spot to another place using the jump pads and like, yeah. What do I got on my... Okay, so we didn't go and actually pick up the stuff. This is basically where we got to. So I spent like a half an hour screwing around with trying to get a hypertube set up there. But as you can see with lumens off, I'm back up to like ultra for the settings. With lumens off, we're cruising around and there's no lag and it's totally fine. Let's reload that inventory. We were going to take some of this. And we're taking... No, we didn't need any of that. But we do need some iron rods. We'll take those with us. Screws we didn't need. Rotors that we didn't need. I think... Did we need steel beams? I can't remember if we needed steel beams. No, we're good. Steel pipe, though. We'll take a whole row of that. I think we were going to take, like, a good chunk of concrete. I'd say, like, at least half of the double stack container. Come on, give me it. There we go. Oh, we did need a little bit more of this. Some more wire. And the whole idea of the hypertube cannon was to like cut down on our travel time. I think that's it on this side. And I think we're going to take a little bit more of the aluminum. And then rubber and plastic. And then I got that scrap in my inventory that I can get rid of still. You can make a blueprint, and that way it's able to paste anywhere. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea to do for the turbo or the hypertube cannon. We will do that, actually. We will start by placing down... Oh, because we reloaded, I got to re-enable Zoop again. Hypertube, note transportation. I can't put it right to that edge, so it can go here. Was that the right launch angle? I think that was the right launch angle. Noodle. We're taking that one off. Can I get one more on here? So what is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9 launchers there. I think we got to delete these end ones. Because we got some good distance off those. And then our entrances. And then we needed to power all this. I think I can get away with the Mark 1s if I go every second one. Maybe segment of 7 to combine and make 14. I don't... Yeah. Because what was that? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8. I think 15 might be the magical number because 14 we didn't go quite as far as we could have gone, I think. So if we did 8 and then a segment with 7. Okay, I think that's probably good enough right there. New blueprint, hyper, cannon, 1. Set directory, let's go undefined. We're just going to put it into undefined. Okay. That didn't save, did it? Man, it's been a while since I've done them. Let's go. Okay, I'm clearly doing something wrong. Let's add a category. Let's change this to transportation. edit. I can't remember how to do this. Oh no, that works. It's in the right subcategory now. Okay. Can I still actually edit the blueprint though? Okay, that's fine. Load the blueprint. See, it didn't save it. No, this is driving me crazy. Hypercannon 1. Let's get the icon in there. We're just going to use that for the image for it. The background color, I could care less. Like, literally, let's just go... That's fine. Save blueprint. Okay. Load blueprint. We're going to... Undefined. I think I just duplicated it. Okay, so it's definitely saved. Clear designer. Okay, save blueprint. Confirm. It's saved. Can I edit it? See, here is where I want to drag it and move it. Add to-do list, remove from to-do list. No, that's not what I want to do. Let's clear the designer. We will take all of our stuff though. All right, well, I gotta have to figure out again how to move it or edit it. Or hey, set the directory. Here, I could just do this. No, it won't let me drag that. Edit. Okay, I think it's... Oh, now I've done it. Cancel. Factories. Oh, hey, it's in there now. I don't know how I did it, but it's in there. So now we need to build the other end of this. Which I think is just a matter of deleting the launcher. And I'm going to reconfigure these a little bit, because it's going to tap on to the end of this. I I think if we just remove that. That's 7 right there. And we go every second one. Like so. Let's change this to Hypercannon 2. Extension. Set the directory to add blueprint here. Why does it still say it's undefined when it's not? I've moved it into transportation. I don't know. But it's saved. Okay, let's try building it. Clear the designer. Let's gather up all of our stuff. We're going with blueprints. We're going with... Yeah. Edit. Transportation. Edit. Transportation. Apply changes. I don't know. Maybe that's the trick, is don't try doing it on the actual blueprint designer. Doing it here. We want to spin this right around like so and add it. Oh, you know what? That other extension isn't going to work because this is in the way. We can put... We could go with a half foundation here. And then we can go with the blueprint Hypercannon 2. And it doesn't like building that, does it? Does that seem right? It seems like that's too close. I'm just going to do a quick little, well, quick save. We'll see how long this takes, but I'm saving this point before we go and launch ourselves with 15 of those. Because 15, that's going to be a pretty good ride. Man, this is taking forever. Come on, load. Finish saving. It is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. Oh, the joys of dealing with this game. There we go. The other thing I need to start playing as well, too, is Baldur's Gate 3. Alright, Here goes nothing. Oh, we're in that white stratosphere again. But I think... Ooh, maybe... Ooh. Bring me down. Bring me down. Okay, we're over top of the iron factory. Okay. Nicely done. Stop, 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 stop. Get back into the real zone. Ah, I'm moving too fast. Ah. Okay, that kind of sucked a little bit. Hey, where's my... Did I only have the one healing canister? Apparently I did, and I used that up earlier. So, there you go. 15 entrances gets you... The double tap, I've got to get that. For whatever reason, my spacebar wouldn't engage the flight mode, because that would have stopped me right away. Yeah, because I'm wearing the... Well, I have nothing on my back. That's the hover pack. I don't think I have the jetpack. I think is in storage. I just need to be a little bit more proactive. As soon as you see like the copper plant start spamming that space bar to stop, because as soon as you hit flight mode, it disables your momentum and it stops. Well, there we go. We successfully built a cannon. That's something. Let's finish putting these in. Or am I to finish putting them in? Because you think there would be a reason why... Oh, it's because we're not actually stacking. It's going to be like so... Did I only have to put one more of them down and that was it? I literally ran out of that much material? You're kidding, right? You kidding me? Okie dokie. And this was only going to deal with, what did I say that was? Like 240? Or no, we're going 60 per minute. So 10 of these will do 600 of them. So this would end up being another 10 here, I'm thinking. We should probably line that up to where it's supposed to be. Let's go with the conveyor holes first. And how far out were they? Just the one click? That's not in the right spot. And that's not in the right spot. Little trick when you're placing these, if you listen to the chirp, that means you're engaged, so listen. That little chirp, that's an engaging sound. That means your conveyor is hooked up properly. So as long as you hear that chirp, everything should go good for you. So this is, both of these are 600 items per minute. Oh, wow, I just totally smoked my face with these. So that's 600 items per minute. That was probably really loud on the mic for you. I apologize for that. 600 items per minute is what each one of these lines are going to do. What were they overclocked to? Like they were well overclocked. Yeah, that's max overclocking. Of which, I bet you on this, how many of those slugs do I still have? 7, 4, and 4. Okay, well, I guess some of them that we kept. Caterium. I'm assuming I must have a line of Caterium somewhere that I had set up here. No, it wasn't because it's overclocked. It's 60 per minute. Caterium, 60 per minute water. So it was gauged, it was designed to be able to run at 600 water per minute. Like, let's see, how much water are we actually producing out of these? This is 150, 300, 600, 1200. Oh, we got 1800 water. I've got to put another row of these out. That's what's going on here. Because this is all about dealing with the wastewater. And this is producing 150 water per minute. This one's making 150. So that's 300 water per minute. So the 4 of these combined. Yeah, the 4 of these combined. That is 600 water per minute, which is one of these lines of Caterium. So then this one will be another line. And then I need to build this again. Starting right here. Another 10 of these. And this is strictly to deal with wastewater. And I figured Caterium would be the better way to go because that's going to get you your biggest bang for your buck. And by biggest bang for the buck, I mean like your most fix-it coupons. I think we're going to build it this way. This is why I grabbed a bunch more concrete. Hey, have you noticed a 1 meter high conveyor is 7 concrete? A 4 meter high conveyor, or not conveyor, sorry, a 4 meter high foundation is also 7 concrete. So it's the same amount of concrete. Doesn't matter how. I think they should adjust that. Just a small little attention to detail. Where are we at? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's going to take care of... Yeah. That should take care of all of our water issues. All of our wastewater coming off of the aluminum plant. Put the nice glass floor in so you can see what you're building. All right. I need more conveyors. So now I'm going to have to come up with 3 lines of 600 items per minute of whatever. I wonder if it's the same. Is Caterium in the same? Pure. That's 35. Why did I, in particular, pick Caterium? That's 15. Probably because of the equal balance of the water consumption. It mathematically worked out better for the calculation that wise. Oh man, I'm gonna need a crap ton more slugs though. That's 60 slugs right there. 30 slugs per bank. Oh well, it is what it is, I guess. One conveyor lift connected wrong. Oh. Did it? Oh, yeah, you're right. Thank you for that. I would have been wondering, why is my water backing up? Nope. Click on the conveyor hole first, that way it lines up. I tell you, the elevators sure do help make things so much more compact. I really do like that setup. Okay, logistically, that's pretty much set up, except for I gotta get the water pipe down here now. What is this going to be making? It's just going to be making Caterium ingots on the exit. So 2 water pipes per... No, 1 water pipe per. And then I just have it distributing through a central manifold. And I do have some valves in there. So that's, again, easy enough to do. It is straight, right? Yep. And I want to make it exactly the same as this one. So where did we start? Right at the edge. Okay. And lined up with the center. And then the other one... Bring this all the way down to... Where did that line up at? I know it wasn't to the edge. It was to the center of the... refinery. Okay, I know this isn't hooked up right now, but I'm just planning something so I know where to put the inlet line. Because this is our center point right here. Which is this one. And that is exact center. And then we take these valves and it will help with slosh. So I put one at this end and one at that end, and it'll prevent backflow. And then I guess we got to put in some splitters along here. Don't go too fast with these, because what ends up happening is if you click on it and build it before the pipe has finished its graphic little glitch, sometimes it doesn't connect to the pipe properly and you won't get any fluid flow through it. So if you slow yourself down just a little bit, it will save you some headaches later on. All right, fluid logistics is done on that. Now we're going to do the same thing on this one. And we bring this all the way down to here. Bring this one all the way down to here. Delete out them again and replace them. I know it seems like an extra step, but it does give you that nice, here's my exact center now. I can clip on this. For the next water line that's got to come down here, which I believe is this one. Try to keep it straight. "90 degrees in." And again, switch your valves up. And now it's just connect the pipes this way. You can hold control. I don't think in update 7 you could hold control and it wouldn't line up on these before. I want to say this is an improvement. At least I don't remember it working. I could be totally wrong and they actually updated it a while ago and I didn't realize it, because I know when pipes first came out, it was always a pain in the butt to try to get them to line them up. All right, that is like fluid logistics. Now it's just a matter of getting some materials over here. Some power in here. Some shards set up. Control C. Nope, this one. And then I got to run around and actually paste all of these. So they're all doing the same thing. It works like that on update 7, but only if it's near. If it's too far away, it doesn't detect. See that? That's... I guess in update... I know in update 6 it definitely didn't work. And I don't think I ever tried it in update 7. And then in 8, I just stumbled across it by fluke. I didn't even really work. And I'm like, hey, this works. Okay, recipes are done. Now it's a matter of getting some power over here. Is this all powered up? No, because I don't want it to be building yet, because I don't want it to backlog on fluids. So we're going to here with it, and then I guess we center line up each one. Trying to center it with the actual refinery. I want it to look good. Actually, you know what? Lag spike. I'll put the steel beam in there, and then it will just look a lot cleaner. What are we at? Architecture, steel beam here, straight up to that height. I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to actually... I'm going to bring this beam right to here, and I'm actually going to run the power line down on this. Why is that not lining up? Is this supposed to be on the center line? It is supposed to be on the center line. You're in the wrong spot. Thank you very much, sir. Which means this is probably too long. It was. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta get rid of this beam. Now bring this across. Did I not come all the way with that? Yeah, that's got to go to there. All to try to clean up the power a little bit. And I'm just going to end cap this now because I don't want to have to come back under here. No, thank you. There, now she's all nice and clean. You know what? I think it's going to be 2 of these to clean that up. Perfect. I'll probably go along and like change the colors and stuff on that like later on. Just so it's not all fix-it orange. Oh, this is so going to clean this up though. Way nicer than the power poles are. Oh, it is like almost 1 o'clock in the morning here. I gotta go to work. We'll have to finish this up next time I stream. But I think now that I can see that my Mega Factory 2.0 is going to load and going to function, I might actually continue my Update 8 series of videos with this build. So reach down, hit the like button on the video, leave a comment, let me know what you think of my Mega Factory and how things are going. With that all said, guys, thank you for watching the stream. And, yeah, I'm going to peace out, and we will catch you later.